I let it die. I'd heard rumors.
The unseen armed
I should have.
vengeance?
Well, I owe you more. Toasty flatbread. Toasty flatbread. Toasty flat. Wanderer, it's you!
What happened to your
Not my proudest. I still and don't work.
Let me get some. Who's he talking to?
Yeah. That's much better.
So, where's my flatbread?
Ah, right. About that. It's gone.
You've got almost nothing left, and you gave away your last meal?
When we get to China, I'll buy you a whole basket. Golden, crispy, dripping with sesame oil.
You know what I'm really asking.
I do. But that flatbread is just a meal to me. To that man, it might have kept him alive. The Buddha says, one life saved is worth a tower to heaven. One flatbread has to count for a few floors at least, right? Fine. No more jokes. I came through this very pass when I left for India, you know. The Anjian rode alongside us, and people lined the road, cheering. They threw fruit onto our wagons and told us to bring back the scriptures and bring glory home. Well, I brought the scriptures. I'm just not sure there's a home left. The Anji army is truly gone. Then let this late old monk pick up where they left off.
You really don't have to.
Enough. Long night ahead. Let's just keep the fire going.
Hello? He's out cold already. I'll let him sleep. Hello? Hey, what happened?
Water.
Talk to me. What's wrong? How are you this far gone?
Long story.
Unbelievable.
Forget all that. Once I pass through, I can never repay.
I think I missed something.
Wait! Your bull! It's the only one you've got!
So that's how it was.
Here, you forgot your bowl.
I saw them. I saw them, Wanderer.
Saw who?
The Anji army, General Guo Xing, his soldiers. They've been here all along. Jade Gate Pass was never abandoned. They held the line where no one else could see. I know what I forgot. The Buddha has his scriptures, but some truths belong to the living. I'm going to take it all back to Chang'an. The scriptures and the truth. The Anji army never left.
Those weren't real. There's nothing here anymore. What if nobody believes you?
And tell me, Wanderer, why did you run after me to return an empty bowl?
Hello.
I had a dream. I was back in Shanghai, and someone gave me a new name. I think you should use that. Call me Wukong.
Brother.
hear a faction of Chongqi artificers have been causing real trouble outside the walls.
So they say. Rumor is they trace their roots all the way back to the Qin-era Chongqi artificers.
Hidden mountain. Now finally here. Han, could she be here? After what happened with the Yama escort, it seems like things might be a bit complicated here. Han is entangled in too many secrets. Seeking hope in these as well. I would ask some disciples first.
I hear a faction of Chongqi artificers have been causing real trouble outside the walls.
So they say. Rumor is they trace their roots all the way back to the Qin-era Chongqi artificers.
matters more, your thesis or guarding the gate? My thesis.
Why are the elders always asking brothers? A new face. Where are you from? Another Pong's disciple. Not outside the mountain. It's my first time, so I have some questions. Elder Pong? She's always supported solution. I have my disciples right here. I've seen your sister Hannah, if you don't believe me. She can do it. Well, she let you first. You must be exceptionally talented. You're my brother. Elder Pong gave me an important area. I have urgent information. The Sect Master.
Oh, you mean the
The Grandmaster leaves no skill, but someone like... Thank you, senior brothers. Those two are dodging the question. Definitely hiding something.
Small ones? When does it end?
They're keeping people out and locking down the mountain.
Why did you lie? I didn't lie.
What's gotten into those Chongqi artificers?
Senior sisters, I have urgent news for the Grandmaster. I just arrived here. Just tell me which way to go. Where to go?
Just arrived? You clearly don't know anything about this place.
The Grandmaster has refused visitors since taking office. Only those with true talent can catch her attention. You might as well give up now.
It's urgent. There must be some way to meet.
Oh, it's all luck. A couple of days ago, an outsider stumbled across this place, and the Grandmaster took him on as a disciple because he had talent.
Not from what I saw.
May I ask what his name is and how to find it? I'd like to speak.
If I may, I just trade. If you hurry, you might still catch him.
New editorial! The Grandmaster speaks on the Sky
The
Citadel.
elder teaches in person. Get fit, learn to swim, and have a good time. Don't miss out.
Work. Excuse me, I'm looking for Benedict. Have you seen... Oh, he just left. He'd been looking around the panel. He's not working. He's a nice kid. Always one. He's probably off helping. Why don't you sit down and wait for him? Have a drink, have a review, feel the breeze, and wait for him to take his course.
Feo murió aquí, dice
He's
lo
just securing
sí,
this.
para
It's called patience. My secret technique. One that allows me to write all my data. So you made up your own secret technique. Sit around and wait for things to fall into your lap. No. It's actually based on what I'm saying. Things come to those who wait. Only a most of the turn basiness is like a scholar. Looking for someone is like seeking his question. Better to relax and force it. Let it rush. So rush after must be back. If you can't find it, give them back. So if you wait, you might actually see it. A fair point, Senior Bear. Sounds like you've got plenty of experience. So I really do just have to sit here and wait? Hey, Fung? When did you get here? I was going to ask Karen whether she's seen any strangers come through recently, but she ended up giving me a lecture instead. She said this place isn't what it used to be. Now that I'm back, I need to watch my every word. Couldn't keep up with you. So I asked around and followed your trail here. Alright, I get it. You were just as worried about me as before, right? How did it go? Did you find anything useful? I see that you didn't find any leads either. Don't worry, we'll find something. You were the one who encouraged me earlier. Now it's my turn to return the favor. No rush for it. I mean, to repay me. I just figured once we got here, I'd be able to find my relative. Looks like it won't be that simple. I'm just feeling down, yes. You're right, big fun. Get it together. Have to keep moving forward. Exactly. If there's anything I can do, just say a word. Actually, there is one thing. Someone here said the person you're looking for was seen near the Penguin Peddler. Penguin Peddler? Over there. It's the finest example of rose craftsmanship. You pick what you want, put some coins in, it gives you the goods in return. This one does seem a bit larger than the others. Maybe it's an improved version. Still, it should work the same, right? I think we'll use a drink. Let me get you one. Well, what's that supposed to mean? Oh, I get it. My mistake. Of course, I'll get you one. Just put your most tallies in here. Favorite drink will come out over there. Rumor has it that the Grandmaster has been shut away all day because she's overseeing the development of the new Penguin Peddler. Speaking of, Big Fun, who exactly is this Grandmaster? I wanted to ask her about my relative, but everyone is so afraid. Like they're hiding something. Well, the Grandmaster is a bit unusual. A second master who keeps herself hidden away. That sounds unusual. The Great Masters are often eccentric, aren't they? Oh, no, not eccentric in that sense. I mean, she thinks differently. What? You mean the Grandmaster is a little off? Yes and no. The elders all say that when it comes to Noah's techniques, the Grandmaster is a once-in-a-generation genius. But when it comes to dealing with people, she's aloof, I suppose. Aloof? What do you mean? To the Grandmaster, the world is a vast mechanism, like a master butcher who sees only the bare flesh and bone when dissecting an ox. To many people, that makes her seem a little eccentric. Go on. I've never actually met her myself. I've only heard things. No stories, really.
A few years ago, the Moists were at the height of their power. Led by the three paragons, artisans poured their hearts into new machines, inventions. The Skyward City was advancing by leaps and bounds. The next generation had its own three rising stars as well. People called them the new three paragons. You've already met one of them, Senior Sister Heron. The other two were a brother and a sister. And their story begins with Grandmaster Halcyon. Grandmaster Halcyon was an unparalleled swordsman who often ventured beyond the mountain, just as often came back with something. One day, Elder Halcyon returned with 2 children. The younger brother was clever and sharp for his age, heroic, driven by justice. Elder Halcyon liked his talent and temperament, and took him in as her disciple. But the older sister, she was different. She spoke slowly, barely responded to anyone, and spent her days staring off into space. People whispered in private that the girl might be simple-minded. Then one day, Grandmaster Raven noticed her tracing patterns in the sand. He stood there watching for a long time, then abruptly declared that he would take the girl as his disciple. She might have been slow to speak, but she had an amazing gift for calculation. She could work through long strings of numbers in her head, in moments. And her memory. She could memorize complex formulas with only one glance. As the two of them grew older, the brother proved to be a bright and decisive leader and was given the title Falcon. The older sister, with her unmatched genius, was given the title Swallow. The two of them met senior sister Heron, the star disciple at the Prodigy Assembly. Those were the Moist's brightest days. The elders believed that when Falcon and Swallow came of age, one would become the Grand Master, and the other, the Grand Artisan. Working hand in hand, they would lead Moist Hill to the dream we've pursued for generations. But 3 years ago, on the night of falling sky, it wasn't only the Skyward City that came crashing down. Hope for the next generation fell with it. That night, Grandmasters Raven and Halcyon were caught in the duel of blood, when the Skyward City exploded, turning the sky bright as day. Swallow, Falcon, and Heron were there. In a single night, Moist Hill was shattered. Not long after, amidst the ruins, Swallow was chosen to become the new Grand Master.
That's why the Grandmaster hardly speaks. He keeps her doors closed. I can understand that. Someone who's smart, but not good with people, pushed into being Grandmaster by a sudden catastrophe. This isn't the life she wanted. Shutting herself off may have been the only solution.
It does. That's why Elder Peng handles the day-to-day matters for the sect of the Grandmaster's place. Peng watched Swallow grow up and still cares a lot for her. The other elders kind of let Elder Peng take the reins. They can barely exchange 3 words with the Grandmaster before swearing off. The only problem is, when Elder Peng isn't here,
Then any important information has to go directly to the Grandmaster. Whatever kind of person she is, we'll have to meet her. I've heard she has a soft spot for gifted disciples. You did manage to get past the senior sister here. Oh, before? Is that enough for a meeting?
probably not. But here, Skinny is respected above all else, and truly capable do tend to find someone willing to vouch for them. You always carry a few questions with me. Why don't you give them a try? If you're good at quick calculation and planning, you might improve your chances.
You carry questions around with you?
When I was traveling in the outside world, I kept some on me for good luck and to identify fellow disciples.
Then why not carry something like a Rubanma or puzzle items?
Those will expose my identity, but with the questions, even if I get caught, I can always say I'm just a lone cloud disciple.
Let's just hear the questions.
All right, the questions. Now then, first question. There's an iron blast furnace on Moist Hill. The fire inside has just turned red, and it consumes 40 of firewood every 2 hours. If we boost the airflow and raise the temperature until the flame turns orange-yellow, how much firewood will it use? This one's a bit tricky. It'll take some time. Can you keep staring at me like that? My brain won't work. Why don't you go buy me a nice plum drink? By the time you're done, I'll have it solved. Assume the environmental conditions. Never... seen this one before.
Open enrollment. The elder teaches in person. Get ready.
7 by 9 is 63. The sails blown in winds free. Circle and square. Iron. Stop! Shung, you can do this. I've got it. The final answer is 1G.
If you ask me, staying closed isn't such a bad thing.
No clue.
Where did those Chongqi artificers outside the walls come from, anyway?
I know. Blue sky, fair wind, going up. Right then. The artificers
lagi dulu.
My divine mechanism will run forever once you turn it on.
My invincible
Armillary sphere is true. It uses less wood the more you burn? Big fun. That doesn't sound right.
Yeah. It does seem strange. Where did I go wrong?
Big fun, look. The penguin peddler spit out a piece of paper. $162? Is that the answer?
I had no idea the penguin peddler could do that. Has it been upgraded while I was away?
Well. The penguin peddler got it right. Does that mean this thing is smarter than human? Big fun. You lost a block of wood. What?
I won't lose. I still have a question. A tough one. I'll use that to challenge this machine.
I was just kidding, Big Fun. Don't take it seriously.
Listen up, penguin peddler. Say there's a horse pulling a high-frequency vibratory row horn with an eccentric wheel at a constant force. How much pulling force would it need? Engine?
June, right?
That's actually correct. Looks like even the penguin peddler is better at this than I am.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Big Fun. Didn't you say this penguin peddler was upgraded? Once a machine can calculate like a human, it becomes a computing machine. Things at home can change a lot when you travel. It just needs some time to get used to it yet. Since it's about as good at computing as you are, why not call it the computer?
The Fun-puter. Something with the same calculating power as Feng Jisheng. This Fun-puter is amazing. Why don't you try asking it something too?
Me? I don't really have any math problems for it. If we're talking about things like trouble,
It's not responding. Maybe the question's too broad? Why not try asking something more specific?
well,
Huh? Still nothing? Even if it couldn't work it out, I should have at least let out a slip. Could it be broken? Or jammed? Don't worry, I'm actually pretty good with repairs. Let me open it up and take a look.
look, something came out. The Hidden Mountain has only 500,000 seen the firewood. Millennium Crossing needs 100,000 seen to make it through the winter. And the Disciples need... So now the Fun-puter is giving us a problem?
Wait. Hang on. This question sounds familiar. Oh, now I remember. Ever since winter started, the elders have been arguing non-stop about the firewood shortage. I heard there's going to be a meeting in the main hall, and one of the elders swore he'd settle this matter once and for all.
I asked how to see the Grandmaster. Is the Fun-puter trying to tell me how to solve the firewood crisis first? There's no way I can do that.
No. I think it means we should go look for the Grandmaster at the meeting. The firewood issue is too important. She'll definitely be there.
You're incredible, Big Fung. What a brain.
No. This was your doing too. Hard work pays off for those who stick with it. If anyone deserves thanks, though, it's this calculation engine. The Fung-puter.
Exactly. This machine is amazing. It's the real hero of the hour.
I'd love to crack it open. See what kinds of mechanisms it's got inside. Hey! Why is it poking me?
Is it trying to tell us to stop messing around? Let's go, Big Fung. The machine isn't going anywhere. We can take a look another day.
Right. Let's go.
Big Fung, I've been hearing people talk about opening and sealing the mountain the whole way here. What does that mean exactly?
Well, Moist Hill has long been split into two factions. One believes we should open the mountain and share our craftsmanship in the name of universal love. The other wants to seal
Where did
off
those
the
Chongqi
mountain
artificers
to avoid
outside the
trouble
walls come from anyway?
craft, fearing that leaking our techniques could cause catastrophic harm. We get ambushed when we travel outside too. So, some say the mountain has to stay sealed to prevent disaster.
Back again? I thought you left.
Don't get me started.
In recent years, the outside world has gotten more chaotic. Every conversation always circles back to the same debate. Former Grandmaster Halcyon was firmly in favor of opening the mountain,
We're still waiting
but
for
the
me to
current
finish my training and
Grandmaster
go back to help support the family.
doesn't seem interested in either faction.
Never finished the study. My seniors still don't speak my language.
Whoa! So this is the sky shuttle that Master Zhang designed? Outward, inward, back and forth forever.
Wanderer, grab this lever and pull it down.
Ah. Ai. Ah.